Welcome to Manga Palates. Well, this is the show where I, Bestie Luna, here with my co-host.
Manga Chef Isaiah.
Yeah, see, you didn't fucking fall for it this time, huh? Did you? Anyway, where we watch or read or fucking thing and talk about it. So in this case, I got to choose. Yay! Okusama ga Seitokaichou. I don't remember if I mentioned that at the end of the last episode, did I?
No.
We should be more consistent about it. Like, if we know, we should say it, and if we don't know, fuck it. But, like, then I'm confused whether anyone knows or not. You know what I mean?
So maybe we just shouldn't say it.
Maybe let's just never say it at all. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay. Anyway, Okusama ga Seitokaichou is a manga, but we're talking about the anime that ran both seasons, of which there's Okusama Seitokaichou and Okusama ga Seitokaichou Plus. So the first one ran from July 2nd of 2015 to September 17th of 2015, and the second one ran from October 2nd of 2016 to December 18th of 2016. Okay, the year apart, tiny show. Every episode's like, what, 10 minutes? 8 minutes?
Yeah, like less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, a little bit less.
Including the credits and opening.
So, Manga Chef Isaiah, what the fuck was this?
Harem.
Okay, yeah. That's it. That already tells us a lot, doesn't it? But keep going.
It's in English, my wife is a student council president. So it's just
Telling me enough though.
they're married to each other now.
Who's they?
Ui
Ui, yeah.
and Hayato.
Oh shit! You did so good at both of those.
Oh, you just want me
shit.
to say the name? Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, no. I want you to explain everything.
Yeah. So she's just like, I have a proposal for you. Let's just get married.
Oh no. The thing is, he's like running for student council president, and he loses to her.
Oh yeah.
And when he loses to her, she's like, but the reason she loses to her is because she's like, I want everyone to like have a very intense and comprehensive sex education program that y'all get your shit together, because it's important. We live in the modern era. This is gonna happen whether anyone likes it or not. So get used to it. Also, I want to reform the entire school system, which again, this is doing that thing that doesn't happen in real life, where the student council of a school actually has like fucking impact on the school.
It's like the whole show. A lot of stuff that doesn't really happen.
Yeah, I mean, no, arranged marriage is a thing, but like even in India, it happens now. But the point is, yeah, I don't really get why she's doing the whole I functionally rule the school, so suck it up. But he loses, and then he decides, alright, fine, I'll be vice president. And then one day he goes home, and then she just moved in, and he goes, what the fuck are you doing here? She's like, oh, our parents made like a whole like wedding pact thing for us to get married. He's like, what? What? Oh. And that's the show? Well, also, he's trying to make sure nobody knows they're married. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much all it is.
Yep, and they're living together.
And tons of harem hijinks happen. the
Like,
usual.
it's absurd.
Just shows props, and I love it. I love it so much.
Um,
Okay, voice actors. I guess the principal character, Uli Okana. Ayana Takatatsu. Pretty sure that should have felt obvious, huh? That voice should have felt familiar. Then there's Hayato Izumi, voiced by Kazuyuki Okitsu, who was on a few things. He's on Beelzebub, he was on Berserk, he was on, I want to say Gate. Was he on Gate? I think he was on Gate. I know for a fact he was on the fucking, that Gundam that my friend always yells about. What is it? Unicorn. Unicorn. I know you would know why my friend yells about that game, but he does. And
Gundam Unicorn.
yeah, that's like, I think it's the mini-series one, the one that's like 5 episodes or something. But I know, like, he's really in on Unicorn. Like, he's a big Gundam guy to begin with, but like he was super hard in on Unicorn. So like whenever I remember when he was watching, he just wouldn't shut up about it. I'm like, hey, Alfredo, have you seen that? And I'm like, no. For me, he was on Nodome Cantabile, and he was also on Koroshi Tsuji. Because once again, I will reiterate, I am down with the Fujos. So yeah, that's all I got for him. Oh well, I mean, actually, we've talked about him before. Now that I think about it, do you remember?
No, doesn't come to the top of my head.
He was the drummer on Fuka. Nachi.
Uh,
Okay. And then you got Misumi Rin, the fucking disciplinary committee. Is that how you say that in English? Right?
yeah, that's right.
That's how you say that in English. That's not exactly what it means, but I think it's the only way you can really put it in English so it'll make sense.
She's just like the person that gives people detention or something, right?
Well, it's more like she's sort of a prefect. It's like, you know how like the security guard is supposed to make sure nobody does violent shit.
Yeah.
Okay, so then like the position that she's in is supposed to be making sure everyone follows the rules of public decency as aligned by the school. So it's like, if you're close, it's supposed to be like this, dress like this. If you're supposed to act like this, act like this. If you're not supposed to do this, don't do that. That's about it. Like anything that would be considered immoral is supposed to be reinforced by other students. Because you're more likely to listen to someone your age than you are likely to listen to someone who's like 40. And you can just go, shut up, old man, you know?
Okay.
That's sort of the logic behind it.
Okay, so
Like,
it's just like a student that gives out
yeah, like they
discipline.
just yeah, that's why I'm like, I think the word is disciplinary committee, but like I'm not entirely sure if that's the concept that transfers over so easily, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely not here.
Yeah. So she was voiced by Minami Tsuda, who was on Yuru Yuri and Idol Master. She's Miho. Gotta get that Idol Master in there if you can.
Yep.
She was on that she's on that thing, the one about the mahjong. What's that called? Saki. She's on the mahjong thing. And I know she was in one of those Maho Shoujo things. I just can't remember which one. Was it? Shit, which one was it? I can't remember. But the point is, Pretty Rhythm. She was on Pretty Rhythm. That's it. There we go. Ha. Fuck you. Alright. So that's the student cancel. So should I go over the other student cancel people? Fujisaki and Nikura? Because both of them didn't work. Both of them have worked nowhere.
Nah.
Right. I'd say that their characters are present a bunch, but they don't really do shit.
Yeah.
So like Ayana Nikura is she secretary or treasurer?
She's she's treasurer.
Because I thought Fujisaki was treasurer.
So secretary.
I
I'm
think
not
she's secretary.
I'm not 100% sure.
I
It
They give
doesn't
their
really
titles at the
matter.
beginning, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't really fucking matter. So no, I'm just saying it so I can understand where I'm gonna go with this.
Yeah.
So the
Okay.
secretary is Ayane Nikura, and she's played by Aoi Fujimoto, who has done this and one other show in a supporting character role again. And Karen Fujisaki is voiced by Yoshie Sugiyama, who again has done like one other show besides this, and fucking nothing. Supporting role again. Um, the buddy for Mitsumi, right? Sawatari, which by the way, I love Sawatari. Sawatari's great. She's done real work. She was on the Chunibyo show and on Tamako Market. So there's that. Oh, right. She was on the show that Andrew had me watch, the one that's like soft Madoka. Yuki no Ayusha. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's it. And I'm gonna throw this in where I throw two more. One more for me, and the other one, just because I guess she's important, is fucking Misumi's older sister, the nurse, right? The other Misumi, because they both have the same last name. That's kind of the thing. Like the younger sister is Rin, and the older sister is Kei. So she's voiced by Ryoko Shiraishi, who I am very fond of because she's been on a lot of things. I remember she was on the Magi Brilliant Park. I remember she was on Bobobo. She was on fucking Saki, the Mahjong thing again. I know she was on Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. I just can't remember which one. Whether she was like Zoku or the regular one or Zan, because she did Kitsu, and then there's also Zetai Karen Children, where she's Aoi. And wait, do people remember Zetai Karen Children? That's a big show. I feel like people know what that is, and I don't. I shouldn't need to explain myself on that one, right?
No.
And she's on Sanada Kagura. So yeah, those are all things. Oh yeah, and she's the cute ninja girl on Nejima, the one I actually paid attention to. One of the ones I paid attention to, because there's like 30 girls there, so you'd think you'd like at least one. You know.
I get it.
Okay, and then the last one I want to bring up is Ui's dad, Ryoji, because he's voiced by Kobayashi Yu. So, you know. Do you want me to pull up the list again? Because I'm violently obsessed over that woman's voice.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's in Arakawa Under the Bridge as the Amazon. She's in Bikata HK as Kyoka, the rich girl. She was she's on Danganronpa as Koizumi. She's one of the friends, Ikushima, on fucking Dashikokusei no Jisho. She was Kaori Kimura on fucking Sayonara Zetsubou Sensei. I know she was in Gintama. I know that now. I didn't know that before. She was Nanako in Ippo. She was in the Higurashi shows, the Satoshi. She was on Inazuma 11, the soccer thing that never went away. She was on Jikoku Shoujo that one time. She was in Kami no Mi as Hattori, the fucking the imaginary girl. Remember the first one that he meets in the first episode?
On what show?
Kami no Mi Zoshiru Sekai.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Remember the first episode, the first thing he does where he's like playing the game and it's cutting through the tiny montage of the girl?
Yeah, I remember.
The game?
Yeah.
With the green hair?
Yes,
Yeah, that was Kobayashi. Yeah, I told you, like, I could just get worse with this. She's Setsuna, the lesbian on Maho Sensei Nejima. And I know that it sounds weird but because I'm quantifying it like that, but like that's entirely what I remember about her, is that her premise is I'm in love with the person who I'm supposed to take care of, but I feel uncomfortable sharing my feelings with her because we're both girls and I don't know what she's like. Also, I think she likes another guy. Also, she was a Maria Holic, which I wasn't too into, but it was a thing. She was on Momosu. She was Smith. And I know she was on Queensblade, and she was also on the stupid Mahjong thing. She was Lala Gonzalez in School Rumble. She's on Seitokaichou no as the teacher, because that teacher's gross and you need her. She was a bunch of people on Seko Boys, which I don't know if everyone else knows what Seko Boys is, but you do.
Yeah.
I know you do.
She's a bunch of people. Like I guess all
Yeah,
the side characters.
there's a bunch of side characters that are her making voices. Like there's a character that called Setsuko where they do the talk show, and then like, man, Setsuko's really cold. You don't want to fucking fight with this lady. And then you hear her like, and you hear it's fucking Kobayashi making an old lady voice, like, and I'm like, oh fucking, I love you so much, lady. And when they're interviewing the other statues of like Kannon, right, like the goddess of mercy, uh, all because it's like it's a joke about AKB48, and it's like there's 40, I think there's like 50 of them, and then they like every single one is Kobayashi doing a different voice. Some of them screaming, some of them talking. She's on Pop Team Epic. She's one of the many people who got a fucking chance on that stupid show. She's Konatsu on Showagen Rakugo Shoujo. No, Showagen Rakugo Shinju. Sorry, I missed that. I was like, girl. I'm like, why did I say girl? That's stupid. She was on Steins Gate. She's Rukako, right? The pretty boy who dresses like a Miko. She's the main girl on Watashi ga Motete Dosunda. And I already said she was Kaede. So, I mean, there's probably more things that I didn't watch, but those are the things that I watched.
Okay, that was a lot.
Oh, I told you, I can go on about this lady. I can actually actively describe how each of the roles and why I like them so much. Also, she was not Ikushima, she was Yanagin. I corrected that because I was imagining their faces in my head right now. And she's Yanagin, the girl with the glasses. I love her voice so much. Her, Ryukugemiya, Ayane Takatatsu, like, I violently obsess over their work because their voice acting is so impressive to me. But, yeah, so there's that. Okay, so on to the show. What do you have to say? Where do you want to go with this?
Nowhere. The show is just gross.
The show's gross, and I'm happy about that. I don't know why you're not happy about that. Get hype about it. Stop being sad. It's great. It's the best. It's so weird. I remember reading the manga, and when I was reading the manga, they were like, hey, TV's gonna happen. I'm like, for this? But it starts with him sucking on her nipples. What? And lo and behold, the TV episode came out, and they did it. No stopping. No disrespect. See, this is why every time you were like, I don't know, I feel like this thing is a bit gross. Or like, I feel this is really gross. I'm like, Isaiah, you haven't even seen gross yet. You have not hit the border of pornography yet.
This was just porn.
It wasn't. You know why? Because there was nothing like clinching it. It was as close to porn as you can get. And
it might as well just see porn.
It might as well. At this point, it's like, why don't you just show him pulling it out? But no, because that's not what we're about. It's like, aren't you? Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure you are about it.
And yet, no.
They still censored some stuff in the uncensored version. That's how bad it is.
That's how bad it gets. You better fucking love this. That's why I thought this would be fun. Because I was like, man, I think about all the times Manga Chef Isaiah was going on about like, I don't know, I think this is like really gross. And I'm like, buddy, you haven't seen the amount of shit I have that insists on getting that close to porn without being porn.
So this is one of many.
This is one of many.
It did start off like a eroge, I thought.
I'm gonna emphasize that. One of many. Yeah?
Okay.
I've seen a lot of them. This is one. Where I was reading that manga, I was like, what? Oh shit, are we doing this? Oh shit, we're doing this. But you know what? As much as it is like just eroticism, I really, really do enjoy watching their relationship develop.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
It's so gradual.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the first thing, he's just like, get the fuck off me! Ah, get away from me! And it slowly starts going. Part of it is like the weird hormones of youth, but then the other part of it is like he starts to get her know her more, and she makes it very clear she legitimately likes him. And now he's like, fuck, how do I deal with this?
He's like one of the few harem protagonists that actually just likes
It
doing
just
that.
double in, yeah. But you know what though? I've seen more. But why I say that is because I'm a little surprised that his stance switches very quickly the second he realizes she's not doing it just because. Like I was a little caught off. I remember the one I was reading this. I was like, "Really, you're just gonna do that right now?" And he's like, "I'm gonna do that right now. I'm in. I'm so in. You don't even know." And I'm like, "All right, that's fair."
And then something always interrupts them.
I mean, you
Cause,
gotta stop it, don't you?
yeah, because it's not porn.
It's not porn.
Even though one time they didn't stop it when it was both of them, I think.
Yeah, but they didn't go all the way, so it stopped.
I thought it just cut to the credits.
No, that's just it. That's where they stopped.
Uh,
Mm-hmm. Never finished it up. Not according to the manga. Not according to the show.
Also, I like the way her being the president of the school has nothing to do, well, almost nothing to do with the show.
You say that. I disagree. I feel that her position as the student council president is a lot of why he's uncomfortable around her. He lost to her. Of course, he's not gonna like her immediately. Also, there's a lot of times where her being the president leads to the day's wacky hijinks. Like, go on.
I was gonna say that's like the first episode though, and it hardly ever comes back up.
Oh, well, no. His entire, like, weird uncomfortableness around her is the fact that he lost to her.
I thought it was because he likes her.
No, he doesn't know her. He's like, she's physically attractive, but fuck this bitch. She ruined my hope to be the president. And then, like, the more he gets to know her, he's like, well, she's not a bad person. Honestly, I'm being shitty just holding this up and still being mad about it, even though it doesn't matter all that much. And then there's like a lot of him getting to understand her more is played through the guise of her being the president, or somebody will drop something and go like, "Hey, I want to ask this about of you, student council group," and then
And it's just her.
and then she's the one who goes hard on it because Fujisaki and Nikura don't seem to give a shit. But see, as far as the manga is concerned, Fujisaki and Nikura do involve themselves a little bit more as things go on. Same thing with Sawatari. Like, as the little support buddies, they end up doing a lot. And Nikura and Fujisaki themselves have had their own distinct chapters as far as the manga is concerned. Nothing enough, I think, to push them, but enough so to make it clear that they're also here.
There's that in the anime too, right?
Did he go on the date with Nikura? Not in season 1.
He did. Then season
Did he?
2, yeah.
Yeah, season 2, not the first one. That's what I was wondering.
Uh,
But yeah, then there's the camera girl.
yeah.
Like, the camera girl's only reason she's being dealt with is because Misumi is part of the public morals committee. That's the only reason we're talking about it. And her being around also helps push the whole maybe start to show your feelings for each other more visibly in front of others thing, which is a very big step for them that they don't know how to deal with because they're alone. Oh, it goes fine, but they're around people. Oh shit. Which is like I said, what I kind of find fascinating about this. So yeah,
I didn't think she was for that reason. Yeah.
that's the only reason she's there.
I thought it was for another hijinks.
Yeah, but the hijinks was just premised to make forcing the romance to develop. You're forgetting how much at the end of the day it's does he love her? Like that's
He kind of did cheat with her boyfriend.
ah.
I thought that was the pushing it to be like public.
I don't know.
You
I
think it
don't know
counts?
at all. I don't know at all because fucking Wakana just says go do it, and then she goes, "Damn it, why'd you do it?" And I'm like, "Why are you doing this? Why are you making things difficult for everyone involved?" You could just say no, or you could, stop things. But part of it is because Izumi's like, don't let anyone know we're supposed to be married or whatever. I don't fucking don't really like agree with the shit to begin with. And that's what I mean by their relationship dynamic to begin with is already kind of in a weird free floaty place. Which is why I think the doubling down on the like actual physical intimacy is like, wow, really? That's how we're gonna respond to that. We're gonna go with I don't know how I feel about you to suck your nipple to I don't know how I feel about you again.
That's the dynamic.
Yeah, exactly. And see, like for some reason, I know most people would hate that because like there's nothing going on. Versus to me, it's like I want to know when we're gonna stop going back to I don't know how I feel about you. I want to follow.
I'm pretty sure he would be in if this is like a normal thing.
Well,
Actually,
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know actually.
I don't know.
I see.
Even if it was just he doesn't know, like they're just school like classmates, I think he'd still be weird about her. Cause she beat me. Fuck her. Or rather, don't fuck her. Hmm? As seems to be the premise for the show.
Oh my god. You remember when he? Alright, I want to talk about the pill.
Okay, yeah, let's go for it.
So, Karen, the school doctor.
You mean Kay?
Yeah, Kay.
Yeah.
School doctor.
Mm-hmm.
She was, Uwe was feeling sick, so she just gave her a pill, like, put it up her.
It's a suppository.
Yeah, so just put it up your butt.
Yeah, she hands her a suppository and goes like, well, it's a suppository. She goes like, wait, what? Like, you know what that means. Go for it.
And I'm still not sure who put it in the right place or not.
I imagine he did. But the point is, there was a lot of anxiety over that. Which, can I say, this is like the third time I've seen suppository been used as a bit in one of these things.
The third time?
Yeah. And this is the first time where I'm like, at least this was kind of amusing. Because one of the other two times it was like done for dramatic tension, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. Shut up, manga. You stop right now. And then, and the other time it was also used for a gag, but I don't think the other one was all that funny. This one was at least a bit more funny. But yeah, that's the thing that happened, people. He had to give her a suppository. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I don't feel like talking about all the details.
That's all you have to say.
No, I meant in general with this show.
Well, no. I want to talk about a few things. I like his date with Nikura. I thought that was funny. Because she's really into like cutesy clothes and doesn't seem to really think about anything. So like when he notices all those things, he's like, why are you like this? And she goes, what do you mean? And he goes, she doesn't even know what she's doing. What the fuck? Why do I have to do this? And then it's remembering, oh yeah, Wakana said go do it. And then it shows Wakana like 50 feet away, staring. And going like, you better not do a goddamn thing. It's like, why is he here then? He wouldn't even need to be here. You're the one who like rented him out. Why? Why are you doing this? Why is anyone doing anything? And then at the end of the date thing, when like they're in the bed and they're like just hang out, and then the fucking Wakana comes, like has already been caught, and it's like, look, just come here. And then like Nikura's basically saying, no, this is fine. 3 people, this is fine. This is great. And then like
they just go to the love hotel.
It's Hayato and Ui who are just like But you're forgetting. They go to a love hotel because Nikura doesn't understand what a love hotel is.
No. How's she so aloof?
Aloof? Is that the word you used?
Is that wrong?
Aloof implies that, like, she's distant. I don't think she's distant. I'd say she's incredibly unaware of everything. She's a very misinformed girl. Doesn't
But
seem to
yeah, she
really
doesn't.
understand anything.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, my problem with this show is like I want to talk about something solid, but it's mostly just porn.
it's not porn, how dare you?
It's as close as you get.
Exactly.
Maybe 2 minutes of like development or something.
Have you read the manga? Because it's the same thing.
No.
Yeah, it's like no, they like. I would say this is one of the most accurate portrayals of a manga ever, because that's all the manga is.
Jeez.
It's like, hanging out, panty shop, boobs, something, something, something. All right, back to the talking. Which, in if that's not your thing, this is the worst thing to ever look at. I don't really mind it, cause I'm me, and I've seen way grosser shit. So this is like, okay, I genuinely enjoy this. This is fun, if only because it's like stupid. Also, there's a fucking there's a whole thing with Mitsumi feeling like she can win because her boobs are bigger, which fast amuses me to no end. I
And
don't
then
really.
Umi comes back with the here's my feet bigger, but mine are more firm or something like that.
Correct, but no. What I mean is, it reminds me of that thing in Ki, uh shit, Inazuke Kyote, where it's like, what's his favorite porn mag? Bam, and then and they're all trying to respond to it.
Oh yeah.
So his favorite porn mag has something to do with big boobs, and then Misumi just goes, "Yeah, okay." She like looks down at her chest and goes like, "I could do this. I can do this. It's pretty much free." At which point, Wakana's like, "Fuck you. That's not a good enough reason. No, fuck you. We're not having that conversation. Fuck you." I also like that the nurse, Misumi's older sister, just happens to live next to him for whatever reason. That yeah, gotta love that. That's like one of my favorite stupid harem things. Of we're all living in the same apartment block.
And
You live on the third floor? Why? Oh no, I live on the third floor too. And at first, Naveen is just visiting your sister, but then after finding out that Wakana and Izumi are living together, she's like, "Nah, I'm moving you now. Fuck that. Yeah, y'all might be doing things." And it's like, really? And my favorite part of that is that like Izumi thing is like, we're not, and then he just starts thinking, and he goes, "Yeah, okay, that's fair."
I think one of the jokes that I like was like it's what's her name? Ren went in and it was like not what it looked like, and he was like, oh wait, it is exactly what it looks like.
Yeah, that's so good, man. I love that. I really love the whole like, hey, we're not doing, and then he just stops and thinks about it. He goes like, no, okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You have every reason to be here.
That's how bad this show is.
It's great. It's great. It's the best. I love that.
I like the show. I'm just saying it's hard to talk about.
Yeah. If we're trying to keep it TV like PG-13, yes. Yeah. But my point is the best. I love this show. This show's great. I like Fujisaki's thing of I love Wakana, go eat a dick, Izumi.
I just saw something with the rating.
Oh sure.
It says R plus mild nudity.
Mild, correct.
Mild, okay.
Because it's not porn.
Okay.
You're forgetting the bar is against porn. I know you feel that's not a very high bar, but that doesn't matter.
R plus.
Correct.
Mild nudity, that doesn't. Okay.
Okay, look. Here's the thing we're gonna talk about. You know what? I didn't think we were gonna get into this, but hey, fuck it. Let's get into this. Why not? This will give me something to talk about anyway. Um, Japan is interesting insofar that Japan's larger concern has nothing to do with sex or eroticism, but rather more to do with violence.
Yep.
Versus
America's the opposite. Yeah.
correct. So there is a sort of understanding in the Japanese media consensus that it's like, oh, it's gross and dirty. Fine, that's weird, but fine. And if it's like sexual violence, like a whole thing fetishizing rape, it's like, okay, that's bad. We might need to walk that one back. But if it's just regular, like, stupid fucking, like, oh, I like her, she likes me, yeah, like, no one really cares. And that has more to do with the fact that, like, Japanese culture in its early stages was just not really concerned about that. Versus a lot of Western culture evolved from a very intense Abrahamic base, you know, either Judaism or Christianity or Islam.
Yep.
Right? The modern West, as we understand it, as in like implying most of European history, has also been oddly linked to religion, and the Abrahamic religions have a very large emphasis on viewing sex and like eroticism to be inherently immoral. Correct? Like have sex only for the purpose of procreation. Don't masturbate. Don't do this. Don't be gay. Yada yada. Right? Just larger things. Versus like Japanese culture never had that Abrahamic base, so they didn't care. There were different concerns about like random murders, which were a thing that used to happen all the time. Like people would just randomly kill each other if they felt like they had a good reason to.
Just because they didn't like them.
Oh
Would they get
yeah,
away with it all the time then?
you're forgetting. Japan up until something like the 15th, 14th century was a millions and millions of like little city states, like hundreds of little city states. So like if you live 10 miles from me, that might as well be a different country.
Okay, I get it.
Why do I care about you and your country? Fuck you, go die.
Hey, only 10 miles.
Yeah,
So like
that's what I
Brooklyn
mean.
and Queens would be a different state.
Correct.
Okay.
That's how it used to be. It would be that you had a daimyo that would rule over many fiefdoms, and the fiefdoms were relatively part of this country. But then, like, they were separated by a lot less than you would think, because you're forgetting Japan is a tiny island nation. Like Japan, I think the entire nation of Japan might fit inside of New York State. Let's find out. Live research.
Doing live research.
Square miles of Japan. So Japan is 145,936 square miles. Okay. Now we're gonna get the size of New York State. New York is a third of that. Okay. So it's 54,000. So now let's take the largest state in the US.
Texas.
The largest state in the United States is Alaska at 663,000.
I was wrong.
So Isaiah, the four biggest states in the United States, Alaska, Texas, California, and Montana, can fit Japan inside of it. And Alaska can fit like 4 Japans inside of it. Do you understand now how small that is, relatively?
So it's like New York and a bit of New Jersey.
Correct. Like if we added like if you had 3 New Yorks together, that's the size of Japan.
Yeah, I always knew U.S. is a big country and stuff.
Right, but you have to realize that like by that logic, when you're separating it into small chunks, the small chunks are even smaller because the area was small to begin with.
Okay. I guess people didn't like walking that much.
Well, now if you walk, you might get murdered in this road.
Oh, they had highway robbery.
Yeah, that's been a thing everywhere since forever.
But I mean, people are living in the middle of states.
Yeah.
Just looking. Oh, okay. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it now. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, violence has always been a larger concern in Japanese culture because it's like worrisome that like their alliances only really happened once one guy failed at trying to kill everybody. like like fucking Oda Nobunaga tries to trick people to killing each other so that he can become leader, and then he dies because his own people who were helping him were like, man, he's an asshole. Fuck it, let's kill him. And then they did it. They killed him and the entirety of his family. And then Hideyoshi Toyomi tried, and he died. And then Tokugawa Ieyasu said, "All right, look, I figured out the way to help this work. What if I trick all of you into needing to owe each other shit? So here, you want rice, you want this. I'll give you this in exchange for rice. At which point, I will give the rice to that guy. See, now we're a trade network. Now, if any one of us dies, this entire thing falls apart. Now you have to be friends."
Is it me or it took them a little too long to realize that?
Fuck you.
I don't know.
It too long. Too long. Fuck you.
I'm not trying to
History
be
of-
mean or anything. I'm just saying.
Nah, I mean, like, history of the world, man, it's not that long. It's not that long at all.
Oh.
And like, you're forgetting, America's a very young country. They got their shit together really fast. And even then, not very well, because they had to do the same thing a lot of other countries did, but just kill random people to go take stuff that wasn't theirs.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Let's not get into the history talk. But the point is, Japanese culture is more concerned with violence as a negative than it has ever been concerned with sexuality and eroticism as a negative. So, by that logic, this, not that bad. This, mild. Because it's not pornography. Because it's not porn.
That had to be the longest explanation for mild nudity.
Yeah, well, no, I wanted to explain why you find the word mild to be funny in this context, and I view it as appropriate.
So, when does it get past mild?
When it's porn.
Geez, really? That's it?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
Okay.
And that's why I wanted to say, like, so to me, this kind of stuff is like, oh, okay. I don't know if I want people watching me watch this, because that's weird. But I'll watch this just fine. I like the show. I think it's funny. There's a lot of good bits in it. The eroticism to it just kind of like is only for the purpose of pushing the relationship forward. And yeah, so it's fine by me. I like the show. All right, so like I was gonna say before we got into that tangent, I like Fujisaki's thing of I like Ui, fuck you, Hayato, I want you to go die. And in the manga, she has a chapter where like fucking Izumi it gets yelled at by Fujisaki and he's like, God, what a bitch. And then Wakana just goes, you don't understand her. She's a really nice girl. And he goes, what the fuck are you talking about? Are we talking about the same person? I don't think we're talking about the same person. And he's like, no. We're talking about Kaden, right? Kaden's a great girl. And he's like, whatever. So like, he sees her carrying a bunch of shit and he's like, hey, you want me to help out? She's like, I don't need your help. I'm not weak. He's like, that's not why I'm offering. I'm offering because it must be like, difficult. And she's like, okay. And he takes out the stuff and they're walking. And then, some shit happens because they're fucking, the camera girl is hanging around.
She's always there.
This
She's like
stuff
the stalker.
Oh, yeah.
The whole show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, her reason for following them is because she's like, I want to see what relationships are like so that I can understand love. And it's like, that's not how that works, but okay. Because no one's going to stop you, I guess. But yeah, so there's a point where Fujisaki falls, and then she, like, I don't know how. It's not really explained, but it just happens, so fuck you. She loses her underwear, and Izumi spends the entire chapter trying to help her out so that no one notices. Because he's like, well, alright, we'll finish doing this stupid thing, and then I'll tell her about it, and then we'll be good. But instead, shit happens. Because, wacky hijinx.
The anime was a bit... I think it was like the same thing. I'm not sure, but she said she took a shower and was dressed in school. And she just happened to forget to put them on.
No, because I remember he had them.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and so yeah, so he helps her out and all that stuff, right? And at the very end, when she realizes that he was being helpful, she was like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and he goes, "Oh, that was cute." Oh, that's what she was talking about. Oh, so there is like a nice part of her. She's like, and then she just like fucks off, and he goes like, maybe she's okay, and I was like, oh, that's fun. I like that. That was a good old time. Oh man, I love this. I love this show.
Also, the parents.
Oh, the
Makana's
parents
parents.
are great. Oh fuck, I love the mom. I love the mom a lot, and of course I love the dad because dad's Kobayashi. So whenever he talks, I'm like, yeah. But mom, when the mom first shows up and he thinks it's her sister, he's
Her
like,
little
oh
sister.
hey, this is your younger sister, huh? Okay, cool. Like he's helping her out and taking care of her and like patting her on the head and shit. And then she goes like, oh no, you shouldn't be doing that to an old lady. He's like, old lady, what? And then there's the part where he's bathing and she comes in, she's like, here, I'll wash your back. Because she thinks of him as a small child. What the fuck would she care? Whereas he's like, this is horrible. I hate this. But see, then they have a very genuine chat about how he feels about Ui and where that's going to go, if that's going to go at all. Because, she feels weird that this has sort of been imposed on him and stuff. Mind you, this is facilitated by the context of a little lolly girl washing a guy's back, but it's a genuine conversation, which is something I like. But I feel that most people can't see beyond the boobs thing, so they don't really care. But no, I still like it. Anything else?
Um, the way the camera school is set up. I mean, the camera. The
The
newspaper club or something.
Oh,
Photography club. There we go.
the photography club with the main girl, with
Yeah,
that one girl. What's her name again? Saitro?
I think so.
Hmm. She's weird. I don't really get her. I get the bit, like what I've been given, but I don't get where if that's gonna go anywhere or anything, you know?
I was saying how they just sell the pictures of the girls to the other
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. Well, again, I'll reiterate. This is like the, you know what? No, not this isn't even the third time. This is like the eighth time I've seen anyone do that in the show. My question is always, how do you get away with this? Less so than how did you do it? Because it's become very evident that this girl is just good. You remember we were watching Rosetta Vampire? What does Geen do? He takes pictures of girls changing. He's a dirtbag. And he has on more than one occasion offered it to people.
Yeah, but she takes it the extra mile. She gets
Yeah,
her other club members to.
yeah. It's a ring.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. I think it was you know what? I think it's Paco de Testo with Mitsurini, right? Tsuchiya Kota, the guy who takes pictures and is really quiet. He also does a thing where he takes pictures of people and then he actively sells them to the main guy Akihisa. Like he'll pull out the pictures and go like, "Hey, look at this new one I got." He's like, oh boy." He's like, "Yeah, that'll be $5." How many? It's like, I also got wallet print sizes, and he's like, ah. It's the same fucking thing. Uh, they're right. She built an entire ring about it, but again, I'm less surprised that that was a thing, and more surprised that it's it's being used again because I really did, or that it's being used to push her, and her entire thing is like, I want to take pictures of romance so that I can understand romance. The other stuff is just to continue my dream of photography. Everyone's gonna start somewhere, which is that thing that artists do, like visual arts people. They go like, look, everybody has to draw porn at some point. All right, I need money. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. All right, anything else?
No, that's it.
Felt like that's about it, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Food.
I already know the premise of the food.
Go.
Something really sweet, and maybe there's something there, like for the development.
Yeah, but not a lot.
Yeah.
I was gonna go with marble cake. That was my thought. I don't know if you wanna where you wanna go with that.
Um, I never had marble cake.
It's like a pound cake but with chocolate swirls in it.
Oh, yeah, I had marble cake then. Okay.
Marble cake feel good?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. Nailed it. Did it. Okay. That means we've reached the end of the episode, and let's reintroduce that thing again. I'm hyped. Oh shit, I'm hyped. Okay, Isaiah, what do you have for your oh shit, I'm hyped this week?
Um, when I was watching the show, on one of the end of the episodes, it said, this stuff, this scene is not even realistic at all. You inbreds don't even bother trying to do this in real life.
You
You'll probably
inbred.
get a warrant at the least, most likely rape charges.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh hype. Yeah, fuck you. Dunk on them. Dunk on them nerds. Dunk on the people who are watching this this is your life. Get them good. Get them good. Dunk hard. Okay. As for my oh shit, I'm hype. I want to talk about Gotobu no Hanayome. No, wait, I already did that. Fuck, I forgot. I'm still so excited about it.
You can talk about it again.
No. There's another thing that's coming out not too long from now that I'm also pretty in on. Domestic Nakanojo. Domestic Nakanojo is happening, which again, it's gonna happen in a month from when we're recording this. Okay. Check this out. So, there's this guy, right? He's in love with his teacher, but that's not gonna work out. So, one day, he's like goes to a mixer with his friends, and then he sees a moody girl, and he's like, okay, she's really cute, and they like connect emotionally, and it's like, all right, this is working, and then they end up sleeping together. So, after they sleep together, his dad goes, oh hey, I'm getting remarried, and he's like, okay, cool, whatever. And then guess who his sister turns out to be?
Yeah,
That girl he fucked.
of course.
Also, she has an older sister. Guess who her older sister is?
The other girl.
The teacher he has the crush on. Oh boy. And this shit gets wild really fast. Really, really, really fast. Up to where I'm reading I've read in the manga, it's a fucking shit show, and I'm amazed that like now they're making it a TV show. Fucking yeah. Oh man, Domestic no Kanojo. There's some rough shit there. It's a very Koji Seo thing, despite not being written by Koji Seo.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez, all that. Okay.
Oh yeah, man. It's some shit. It was fuck. Who wrote that thing? Actually, now that I think about it, time to look it up. Love research.
Woohoo.
It was in Kodansha. Yeah, that doesn't tell me who wrote it though. What? Where is it? Come on, Google. Don't fail me. Okay. Sasuga K. K Sasuga. Oh, it's a woman. Oh. Oh, it's the lady who wrote Good Ending. Oh, that makes sense. You know what? Now that I know she wrote Good Ending, that makes sense. That makes sense a lot. Oh fuck, Good Ending was wild. So Domestic Nakanojo was equally wild. That makes sense. But boy, Domestic Nakanojo is fucking nuts. So for everyone who's excited, you better get the fuck in. Maya Uchida, Hikasa Yoko, Yashiro Taku. Hikasa Yoko's playing the teacher. Maya Uchida is playing the sister, and then the main guy is being played by Taku Yashiro. He was the delinquent on Aho Girl, and he was on Jingai-san no Yome show, which is really good. And I think it was on Mayo-Iga. I think it was on Mayo-Iga. I don't remember. I don't remember Mayo-Iga very well. Mayo-Iga was cool, though. If I remember the right thing, it was cool. And you better love Maya Uchida. She was that girl on Sangareya. She's the Chunibyo girl. Everybody like fucking loves that Chunibyo girl. I don't, because she's the dirty Chunibyo. But she was Mao on fucking Good Job, Boo. So yeah. She was on the show about the dog and the scissors. She's on Shokugeki no Soma. She was on shit, what's the name of that thing? The one that came out recently that everyone was like, oh, I can't believe it's so fucked up and blah 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 blah.
Goblin Slayer.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, she's on that. I remember reading that manga and then going like, I'm up to here and I'm done. Don't care no more. This was not fun to read. I wish I cared more about killing monsters, but I don't. Also, she was cheetah on Killing Bites. So, there's that. Maya Uchida. She's there. And y'all motherfuckers know Hikasa Yoko already. I don't have to fucking explain that. Like, I doubt you've been able to listen to our show and avoided hearing her name at least once. Okay, so that's it for my aw shit get hype. So, with that said, thank you very much for listening to Manga Palate. And if you're still here, you get it.
Yeah, you guys get it.
You get it. Bye.